This is the June 2023 video, math. We're going to work problems 16 through 30. Starting on 16, it says we have this trinomial. It can be factored into two binomials. One of the factors is what? All right, so we're looking for factors of 24 such that we add them, and it's 11. So that's got to be x plus 8, x plus 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 plus 3 is 11. It works. H is the solution. All right, we have scalar multiplication for a matrix. You're going to end up with a 2 by 2. We're not going to have fractions. We're multiplying. I already feel like it's either this one or this one. I would rule those out automatically. Just multiply the first one. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. It's this one. Don't need to multiply any more. All right, we have this image. It's easier when you look at the image just to go in and read the question. What will be the coordinates? Okay, we're going to be reflected across the x-axis, so the y-coordinate is what changes. It's -1. Reflected up here, it's going to be +1. So 5, 1, k is the solution. All right, x is less than or equal to 2. So the highest value for x is 2. And x plus y is greater than or equal to 6. What is the least, the smallest value y can have? The smallest value for y is when x is the largest value. So 2 plus y greater than or equal to 6. The smallest value is 4 for y. D is the answer. A square vegetable garden is built in a 50 by 40 lawn. The length is a square, so it's going to be 5 by 5. What is the area of the lawn outside the garden? So it's going to be the area of the lawn minus the area of the garden. So 50 times 40 is 2,000 minus the area of the garden, 25. So what that's like 1975. J is the solution. All right, 21, the distance. We have a stem and leaf plot. Here's how you read stem and leaf plots. That's 68, 69, 71, 74, 77. Here's your tens digit, and your units digit is in the leaf, all right? What is the probability that a long jump participant chosen at random? All right, so how many participants do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's out of 10. We'll have jumped at least 75 inches. Okay. So none of those are 75. So it's 6. 4 aren't 75. So 6 are 6 out of 10. They didn't even simplify it. The solution is E. Okay, we have this figure, GCA. GCA is 120. And GBA is 50. What is CAB? All right, that's an exterior. Okay, there's a couple ways you could solve this. An exterior angle equals the sum of the remote interior angles. That one plus that one. So I already know it's 70. All right, because 120 minus 50 has to equal that. Or you could say these two are supplementary. So this one has to be 60. So it's 180 minus the sum of those, 110, are 70 degrees K. Caleb will use 1 fluid ounce of fertilizer. So 1 ounce for every 30 square feet of soil. At this rate, how much fertilizer to the nearest gallon? Oh, great. Now we want gallons. We're going to figure ounces first and then do gallons probably. Will he use for 0.8 acres? 0.8 acres. And we want to know gallons. All right. We got to convert both of them. All right. Let's convert these ounces to gallons. All right. And then we can do cross multiplication. All right. So 1 ounce and 1 gallon is 128 ounces. So it's 1 over 128. I'm just going to leave it as 1 over 128. We're going to figure this out. This is 0.8 acres. Now let's convert 30 feet squared to acres. So we're just doing 1 acre over 43,560. So it's really 30 divided by 43,560. Let's just do that. Let's just do that as 30 over 43,560. We'll just get rid of the, what's 3 divided by 43,56. We'll just leave it like this, and we'll cross multiply. All right, so 128 times 0.8, and then we'll divide by that. 1/128 times 0.8 divided by 3 over 4356. So 9.075, 9.08. C is the answer. See how I did that in my calculator? Just a ratio table. 24. On each of the 10 tests, Andrea scored 2 points higher than Misha. When their average test scores on these 10 tests are compared, how many points higher is Andrea's? Well, it's 2, because there are 10 tests, and on every test, she scores 20 points, 2 points, which is 20 points overall, to leave you with an average higher of 2. All right? For a certain basketball player, the probability of success is 0.7. So a successful free throw, 0.7. What's the least number of throws? So the number of throws times the probability of success is going to give you how many successes there are. What is the least number of free throws for which the result is expected to be 18 successes? So it's 18 divided by 0.7. The least, it's got to be 26. 25 doesn't get you there. In this one, you're rounding up, because 25 doesn't give you a 70%. Because if I do 20, let's do 25. 25 times 0.7, I only get 17 successes. All right, some consecutive terms of a geometric sequence. Geometric sequence is multiplying. So 64 times the ratio that we're multiplying by is going to give you 48. They want to know the ratio. So you just divide 48 by 64. And you get 3/4. J is the solution. So we have 3 sets here. A number will be randomly selected from A. What is the probability that the selected number will be an element of both of the sets B and C? All right, we have 9 numbers in A. The only number that's going to be in both of them is 6. So it's 1 out of 9. That's the only number in both B and C that is also in A. So I didn't find the answer. B is the solution. All right, number 28. Again, we have a set of data for some questions. I'm not going to read the data. It's a scatter plot. According to the regression line of best fit. Regression line of best fit right here. What is the predicted number of seeds for a pumpkin weighing 27 pounds? X is pounds. So Y equals 15 times 27 plus 294. You're just substituting in and solving for Y. So 15 times 27, and we're adding 294, 699. J is the answer. All right, I'm just looking for key words. When one of the pumpkins is removed from the 23 pumpkins, here we go, we have 23 pumpkins, they counted them. When one of the pumpkins is removed from the group, the average number of seeds for the 22 is 10 fewer. What's the average number? Average number of seeds, okay. For the 23 pumpkins, the average number of seeds is 444. When there's 22 pumpkins, it's 10 fewer. So that's what? 434. How many seeds have been removed? Well, this number divided by 23 is 444. So they want us to subtract these two numbers. So to get that number, you take 444 times 23, 10,000, 212. And to get the total seeds of the 22 pumpkins, 22 times 434. 434 times 22. 9,548. You take the difference of those, and it's the positive difference, but I'm going to see it since that's already in my calculator. It's 664. E is the solution. Number 30. An object weighs 1 pound on Earth and has a mass of 0.45 kilograms. What is the mass? I'm thinking ratio table. What is mass to the nearest 0.1 kilogram of pumpkin that weighs the same as the average of the 20? It's got to tell us what the average weight. The average weight was 10 pounds. Okay, you can cross multiply, but it just moves that decimal over 1. So it's 4.5. It's 1x equals 10 times 0.45. It just moves that decimal place over by 1.